Premier League Newcastle United vs Fulham prediction, team news, lineups preview. Licking their wounds from a heartbreaking European exit, Newcastle United are back in Premier League action on Saturday, when Fulham make the visit to St James Park. The Magpies' continental adventure came to an end with a 2-1 loss to AC Milan in midweek, while the Cottagers demolished London rivals West Ham United 5-0 in their last top-flight affair. Match preview. As Borussia Dortmund rode off into the group of death sunset, all of Paris Saint-Germain, AC Milan and Newcastle were vying for a coveted place in the last 16 of the Champions League on Wednesday evening, where the fate of Eddie Howe's side was out of their own hands. With PSG only managing a point away to Dortmund, Newcastle would have printed out their boarding passes to the knockout stages had they clung on to their lead against Milan, which came via the boot of Joe Linton, but Christian Pulisic and Samuel Chukwueze crushed the hosts' European dreams. By going down to the Italian giants, Newcastle also missed out on the Europa League consolation prize and now only have domestic matters to attend to between now and the end of the season, which some Magpies fans may argue is a blessing in disguise given their terrible luck with injuries in 2023-24. Defeat to Milan marked a third successive loss in all tournaments for Howe's decimated outfit, who have been beaten by Everton and Tottenham Hotspur by an aggregate score of 7-1 in their last two Premier League fixtures, leaving them 7th in the table and only above Brighton Hove Albion on goal difference. Last weekend's 4-1 dismantling at the hands of Tottenham was Newcastle's 6th Premier League defeat of the 2023-24 campaign already. Howe's men only lost 5 top-flight games all season in 2022-23, and facing a Fulham side with a newfound taste for goals may not be the perfect tonic to a gut-wrenching European elimination. Only 4 days after putting on a 5-star display against Nottingham Forest, Fulham incredibly subjected near neighbours West Ham to the same treatment at Craven Cottage, as Marco Silva's side claimed their third win from 4 matches in merciless fashion. Raúl Jiménez, Willian, Tosin Adarabioyo, Callum Wilson and Carlos Vinicius all found a way through the battered and bruised Hammers backline as a clinical Fulham made it back-to-back 5-0 victories in the top flight, having belatedly discovered the recipe for attacking success in the post-Aleksandar Mitrovic era, sauntering away from the basement stragglers and inching closer to the continental contenders. Fulham lie smack-bang in the middle of the rankings in 10th place in the Premier League table and are one of 3 teams without a positive or negative goal difference, having both scored and shipped 26 strikes thus far, after netting a mere 10 goals in their opening 12 fixtures of the Premier League season. The ruthless Cottagers have struck 16 times in their last 4 matches and could now become only the 3rd team to score at least 5 goals in 3 successive Premier League games. Chelsea and Manchester City did so in 2010 and 2017 respectively. However, Silva's side have not found the formula for results on the road and are winless in 7 successive Premier League away matches ahead of their showdown with Newcastle, who have won their last 3 games against Fulham and have not lost to the Cottagers in the top flight since March 2014. Team news. The perennial Newcastle injury crisis worsened yet again during the defeat to Milan, where Anthony Gordon and Kieran Trippier both left the field with issues in the second period. Although the latter is suspended for Saturday's game anyway, Tino Livramento should switch across to the right to fill the void. With Gordon also feeling tightness in his hamstring, it would be a surprise to see the winger given the all-clear to face the Cottagers. Howe was tight-lipped on his condition in Friday's press conference, so Alexander Isak could be deployed up top alongside Callum Wilson unless Howe opts to start Lewis Hall in an attacking capacity. The latter scenario is not beyond the realm of possibility after Dan Burn made his return from a back issue in midweek, but Sandro Tonali suspended, Harvey Barnes foot, Nick Pope shoulder, Jacob Murphy shoulder, Javi Menkio groin, Matt Targett thigh, Joe Willett calf, Elliot Anderson back and Sven Botman knee will not play a part. As for Fulham, thoughts were spared for Willian during the pummeling of West Ham last weekend, as the former Arsenal and Chelsea man had to be withdrawn at half-time with a thigh problem, but he trained on Thursday and should be available for the weekend. Additionally, Issa Diop could be in contention to make the squad after recovering from a foot problem. But Adama Traore thigh is still not ready, while Tim Ream is nursing a calf injury and is not expected back before Christmas. Wilson's stellar cameo against the Irons softened the blow of losing Willian. Though, as the Welshman bagged a stunning goal and unselfishly laid off Vinicius in the second half of that 5-goal success, so a start surely awaits the 26-year-old at St James Park. Newcastle United possible starting lineup: Dubravka, Livramento, Lascelles, Schär, Byrne, Longstaff, Guimaraes, Joelinton, Almiron, Isaac, Hall. Fulham possible starting lineup: Leno, Castaigne, Adarabioyo, Bassi, Robinson, Kearney, Palhinha, Iwobi, Pereira, Wilson, Jimenez. We say, Newcastle United 2-2 Fulham. As spectacular as Fulham have been on the goal-scoring front in recent weeks, Silva's side have often been let down by defensive indiscipline away from home, where only 6 teams in the division have performed worse than them this season. A couple of strikes should still come the visitors' way against Newcastle's weary legs. But given the Magpies' penchant for picking up points at home, Howe's men can fight fire with fire in an entertaining stalemate. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.